Welcome to Real Talk Real Women. My name is Miriam Khalladi and today we have Tiffani Bachus from Arizona on the show. Welcome Tiffani, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for having me, Miriam.
Oh, you're most welcome. I know that like many children you loved playing sports as a child, but you ended up making a career out of wellness and lifestyle. Why did you choose this path?
I always had a passion for, just moving the body and how exercising and playing sports was not only so much fun, but it just translated to a healthy body. And I realized early on that it's not only because I love to do it, but it's because I find a passion into kind of helping and working with other people and getting them active and excited about exercising too. So.
You are in your 40s, a mother of three, and you look absolutely amazing. Many women struggle to stay in shape after giving birth. They shift all their focus to their children. You manage to balance it all. On top of that, building a business. How do you do it?
I don't know how I do it. Actually, I think it's because I have a very fulfilled life and I love my kids and I love what I do that I'm able to do all the things that I do. I really, really enjoy being a mom. It's one of the most wonderful experiences in my life. But I also really enjoy exercising and taking care of my body and my health. And so when I'm able to help other people do that, that's very rewarding. It's very exciting for me. And so I really find the balance between being a mom and having kids and being able to kind of help other people live a healthy life. So.
Oh, great. Where do you feel most mothers go wrong and how can they prevent it?
I think as a mom, a lot of us have the tendency to, take on a new role. And the new role is that we want to take care of our kids. That's priority. But what lacks is taking care of ourselves. And so I know that I got a little lost in the beginning of motherhood and that, it was all about my kids and I really enjoyed that process. But what I found was I was missing what I also really like to do, which is also take care of myself. And so I learned, as most mothers, we all kind of have the same problem, is that we really want to take care of everyone but ourselves. So I would say my biggest advice is to carve out some time and really find who you are as a person and what really makes you happy as an individual, because eventually our kids grow up and they have lives. So we have to know what we like and what we enjoy.
Things don't always go the way you expect. How do you deal with setbacks?
I think the most important thing when you're doing something in life, anything in life, is that you have to kind of know that things aren't always going to be perfect. There's always going to be situations that come up and obstacles that are going to be ahead of us. And so I think for me, it's knowing that could happen and knowing that it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect all the time. And I feel good about that. I think it's good to know that it's all right, when things kind of change up a little bit. And knowing that, I'm able to take on a little more things that, come up my way and that I know how to handle it. I think it takes strength and it takes just knowing that it's everything's going to be all right.
Yeah, I agree. Let's say a young mother wants to get back in shape after having given birth. She consults with you and follows your advice to the letter. However, the family isn't too pleased with her new eating habits. What advice would you give her?
Oh, that's a challenge because, as we start to make shifts and changes, especially mothers, they have kids that they're already used to, their routine, the foods that they're eating or their activities that they're doing. And when the mom starts to take on a new role, that could change things up not only with the kids, but also with the husband. And so, what I recommend is that you do it slowly. There's no reason to just jump 100% into something, especially since you've already developed certain habits, especially with your family and patterns. So take it slowly and get your kids involved, get your husband involved, get family members involved so that they can also enjoy and reap the benefits of this new way of eating and the new way of exercising or whatever it might be, a new lifestyle.
Great. Is time management important when it comes to achieving your goals?
Absolutely. I have 3 kids and they run me around crazy, and so it's all about sitting down and mapping out our schedules and what we can do and what we can't do. I got a son who's going to be starting high school, and I've got a daughter who's in middle school, and then I've got another daughter who's in elementary school. So time management is so important, and getting everyone on board too, and taking responsibilities.
How important is the support of your family when it comes to your success?
Well, it's very important. I couldn't do any of this without them. Part of what I do is because it feels great and I really enjoy it, but it also have them be there for me and watch what I do and know that it's important to me is I have to say is really, really, it means a lot to me, to know that my family's backing me up and that they're appreciative of what I do, because what I'm doing is not just for myself, but it's for other people and it's for them as well.
Right. Not everyone has a solid support system. For example, there are many single mothers out there who struggle to prioritize their health. Based on your experience, what is the most valuable tip you can give them?
I have to say, you have to think about what's important for yourself. And as I've realized myself is that taking care of myself and being the best version of me turns out that I could be the best mom. I could be the best friend and the best wife to my husband. And so I think you do have to prioritize your schedule and what's important to you. And, from there, I think that will take you where you need to go.
Can you tell us about You Rock Girl and what would you like to achieve?
Oh, You Rock Girl is such an exciting adventure that I have with my cousin. She's also a registered dietitian. She lives in California, so unfortunately we don't live in the same state. But together we really wanted to pull together some of our favorite recipes and nutrition tips and exercise tips and be able to share it with women of all ages. And be able to, not only have this website, but also eventually, which we'll be publishing a cookbook and continuing on giving others, some really great nutrition advice.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You have so many things to be proud of, but what is the one thing you're most proud of as a mother?
Oh, gosh, my kids. I mean, what makes me so proud is that they are the sweetest, most kind individuals. And I find that is, to raise a child that's compassionate and that is caring and is sweet to other people and they're just good kids. I mean, that is the best thing ever. My son is just so sweet. Now that he's going to high school, he is so sweet with his sisters. And then both of my daughters are adorable and they're so sweet together. And you can tell they're really good kids when they get along. It's a good thing.
Yeah. Great. What's the best place for people to connect with you online?
Gosh, I'm on Facebook under Tiffani Bachus and You Rock Girl. And I'm also on Twitter with You Rock Girl. And my username is Tiff Bachus Fit, as well as Instagram.
Okay, I will make sure to put all the links below this video.
Thank you.
It was an absolute pleasure to have you on my show, Tiffani.
Thank you so much, Miriam. I'm so honored to be on your show.
You're most welcome. Is there anything else you would like to share with our viewers?
I just wanted to say that for especially women in general, I think it's really important that we know who we are and we know what we like in life and not to let other people deter us from what's important. And I think it's great if we could just take some time on our own to establish things that are important to us. And then remember, the most important thing is that everything's going to work out, so just enjoy life and create your own path.
Wow, great. Thank you so much again for your time, Tiffani.
Thank you so much.
Okay. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and I will see you on the next episode of Real Talk, Real Women.